The Mustard Seed Theater Company is pleased to present this play as part of its farewell season, unfortunately. The company was founded in 1989 and has produced 17 plays, number 18, at different venues around Springfield, including Springfield College, AIC, Drama Studio, and the Waterfront. The company's co-founder feels that anything that lives over 30 years and passes on should have a proper farewell. So we thank you for all your years of support.
Oh my God, Nadine, what happened? You wouldn't tell me anything on the phone.
Trevor obviously OD'd on heroin.
What? How? When?
He went to a party. There was obviously heroin there. 2 hours later, he OD'd. When they brought him in, he was semi-conscious and on oxygen, and now he's in intensive care, and I'm about to lose my mind.
Is this his first time using?
I don't know. I never noticed anything before. I never had any reason to look for anything. Oh my God, how can this happen? My son goes to a party and he almost dies. How does this happen?
Are you gonna stay here?
No, the doctors want me to go home and get some rest, and they said they'll call me if anything.
Okay, come on. Let me take you home. I don't think you're in a shape to drive.
But first I gotta go see him one more time. Okay, maybe he's conscious, fully conscious.
Okay, I'll come wait. Oh, it's okay.
Maddie, I am about to do something that I thought I would never have to do in my life. I'm going to my son's room and find out what he's been doing.
Nadine, do you think you should? I mean, you are invading his privacy.
This is my house. Now, you don't have to go if you don't want to, but this has got to be done.
Do you even know what we're looking for? I mean, I only know what I've seen in TV and movies.
Well, I hope what we saw is what we're looking for, because I don't know either. Oh my God!
What did you find?
Have I been so blind? My son has been cooking and using heroin in my house. Oh, how did I miss this?
Oh, there's more?
There's more, man. There's more. This is my son, Trevor. He's using heroin in my house. How does this happen?
I don't know what to say. Are these your good spoons?
My son leaves home, going to a party, and he freaking ODs? Oh. No. This hasn't been a circus for me either. I don't want to hear any of your speculations. You don't know anything more than I do about this. And you know what? I don't even want to talk to you about this. I'm hanging up. I'll find a center myself. Ugh. if, right? Drug abuse centers. Whew, there sure is a lot of them. Okay, except most insurances and major credit cards. Of course they do. Mag, meet me for coffee? Yes, I can leave right now. All right, I'm on my way. Oh, hey, Mag. Thanks for ordering.
Oh, sure thing. So what's up? You sounded stressed on the phone.
Oh, and how? I was on the phone with one of the rehab centers for Trev, and they think I ought to see somebody. You know, a counselor or a therapist or something.
What? Trevor is using.
Yeah. And they think it's gonna help me deal with his using.
What are you going on
And it's
about?
supposed to help me deal with being an affected person that has an addict in my life. Plus, they want me to go to group sessions with other folk who, you know, have addicts in their family.
I don't understand. Trevor is the addict, and you have to put in all this work. It just
But
doesn't seem
I
right.
need it. I need the help. I need the help. And they're going to teach me what to look for. Kind of late for that right now. I'll get certified in CPR. You know, Maggie, I do think I'm in over my head. I think I do need the help. You know, under my roof, in my face. He did it in my face. You know, all those times I thought he was tired or sleepy, must have been nodding out. Now that I know what nodding out is. And I can remember his eyes being red. I thought he was drunk. But I never smelled any alcohol, so I can't believe I was so blind.
No, Nadine, don't beat yourself up. This isn't something you can.
I know there's nothing that you can say about this. I don't know what to say. But all I am glad that you were here to listen.
Oh, and I'll listen.
Oh.
So when does Trevor get out of the hospital?
Well, he's conscious, barely talking, you know, I guess he's embarrassed. It's a heck of a way to get busted and find out that let your mother find out that you've been using. But they say there's no after effect from the OD, and in a couple of days I'll have a rehab room. They'll have it available then.
Oh, rehab. Does he want to go?
He's being stubborn, you know, saying, I'm okay, I don't need it, I can control it, I know how to handle it, I don't need rehab.
Well, we've always heard that a person has to want to go to rehab or it doesn't help them.
Well, you know, he's gonna go. I think I'm gonna try to get him to go.
Nadine, he has to want to go. If he goes just because you want him to, it doesn't mean there won't be another time,
He
another
has
OD
to want
even.
to go. He has to want to go, Maggie, because the next time he could die.
Do you know what you're in for?
Well, look, that's what the rehab and the sessions are supposed to do. Prepare me for it, get me ready. I gotta be there. I have to. He's my son.
This is scary, Dean.
I know.
It's a world outside of our world, a world we've ever known. I mean, we're squares, Deanie. We don't need to know anything about this. I doubt we even read a book with an addict in it.
But I still have to go. He's my son.
Hey, you.
Babe!
Hold on.
Valerie, come on. Okay, let me breathe. All right.
I'm glad you're home. I missed you, Trevor.
Too. It was only a few days though.
I know, but a few days is a long time. I missed you.
It was scary, Val. It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I stopped breathing.
It was just a bad batch or something. No one else OD'd. You're all right. That's all that matters. You're still here with me.
Mom wants me to go to rehab. She's even found a place.
Why? You're not an addict. Your mom just doesn't understand.
She doesn't understand what?
The feeling, youth, about being young, and we know what we're doing. She has no idea. I mean, really, I doubt she's ever even smoked a joint. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go to Ian's.
Oh, Jervis. Who's Ian?
Oh yeah, I met him after you, well, you know. He's cool. You'll like him. And he knows somebody with some good stuff. The guy who deals with her.
Valerie. I just got over an OD. I think I should cool with her a bit.
That was just because you had some stuff from a bad batch or something. Ian has other stuff too, if you're sure you want to wait a while. Come on. I'll be with you. Trevor, I'll take care of you. I did the last time, right? It's not like we do this every day. We're celebrating. Celebrating you coming back, babes. Come on.
Okay.
Busy day today. Here's my trash can. Cleaner must have took it yet again. I thought I heard you knocking. Please, come on in. How are you? Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. I want you to relax, okay?
Thank you.
So, I know you told me on the phone you had been dealing with some substance abuse issues. So, how can I help you today? What can I do?
I thought they explained all that to you, when I made the appointment. Well, I'm here to get help with my son using drugs. He OD'd, but he made it through. I need help with that.
So, what kind of help do you need?
I need for him to stop using drugs. He's ruining his life.
Okay. So what do you plan to do about it?
Try to get him to stop before he kills himself.
And how do you plan to do that?
Well, if I can get him to rehab, then maybe he'll see just how bad it is.
So you want me to recommend a treatment center for him?
No, I found one that takes my insurance.
So you want me to set up appointments and maybe counsel yourself?
No, I want you to help me help my son,
Why is this your responsibility?
because he's my son.
Okay. But how do you plan to convince him to stop using?
If I can get him into rehab first, then we'll go from there.
Excuse me. You said you needed help, but you seem to be only concerned about your son. And he wants no part of the help you're trying to give him, so how can I help you get him?
Help me help my son.
Okay, have you been a good mother?
Well, I think I have.
Did you tell him not to use drugs?
Of course, why are you asking me that?
Okay, so you think you've been a good mother. You told him not to use drugs. What more could you have done?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know where I failed.
Why would his using be your failure?
Because he's using drugs So I must have misstepped somewhere.
So what is it that you could have been doing to keep him from using drugs had you not missed a step?
I don't know.
So you want me to tell you why this is your fault?
I didn't say it was my fault.
That's right, you didn't say it's your fault. So what are you using that you need help with to help your son that made you miss a step and him choose heroin over all the other drugs out
I don't use anything. I'm not using anything.
there? Do you drink?
Yeah, I have drinks occasionally with friends.
Do you get drunk?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
Why not?
Because I don't want to. I don't have a drinking problem. And that's not why I'm here. And you cannot sit there and compare heroin to alcohol or a few martinis.
Why not?
Because heroin kills.
So does an alcohol.
It's not the same.
Listen, a drunk driver can cause an accident to kill a whole lot of people at one time, a lot more.
Yeah, well, it's still not the same.
Okay. Would you rather your son be an alcoholic then?
No, not really. Why are you asking me that?
Honestly, to make it easier to accept, I guess. I mean,
Right, that's the lesser of two evils.
this is true. Then what does the family do next?
Well, talking about if a house caught on fire and everybody got out alive, well, I guess they would salvage stuff.
Such as?
I don't know, pictures, memories, whatever's important to them.
What are you going to salvage from your fire? What's important to you?
My son.
Mhm.
I want to save my son.
Can you save your son?
I hope so.
And what if you can't save him?
Well, at least I would have tried.
Okay. What if he doesn't want to be saved? And what if he doesn't want to stop using?
Why wouldn't he?
Why indeed? Are you among the things that you saved from the fire?
Why are you being so negative?
I don't mean to sound negative, but I'm just stating the facts. I mean, I want you to be prepared for what could be ahead.
You act like this is a lost cause, like there's just no hope for my son.
I didn't say that, but what if it turns out that way?
Well, I would feel like I failed.
Do you feel like your son is failing you?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Has he done everything you've always asked him to do?
Well, sometimes, basically, but you know, he's really a good kid. He's really a good kid.
Okay, did you tell him that all drugs are bad?
Of course. Why are you asking me this over and over again?
Why is he using heroin then?
I don't know.
You don't know, do you?
No, I don't know, and I guess I didn't want to know.
Why didn't you ask?
Because he's my son, and the questions would make him go away, and I don't want to lose him. I don't want him to go away.
Okay, so you've answered my son like 7 times already, all right? Would the whole drug abuse issue not even matter if he was using another drug or something else?
No, it never have before. That doesn't make me a bad person.
I didn't say it did.
Well, that sure was echoing in this room.
I'll tell you what. Our time is just about up for today. I've taken a few notes for future references. So, are you going to come back and see me? And we can talk about how I can help you.
Well, you know, I don't know what I want from you right now,
I
other
see.
than wanting Trevor to be clean.
Okay, I tell you what. If you come back and see me, we can then talk about how I can help you.
All right. I'm gonna come back at least one time, just one more time.
Okay, so if you lose sight of you, you won't be of much help to him. Now, I don't mean for this to sound like any type of endorsement of any kind, but the chances of your son surviving an OD back in the day would have been slim to none. A lot of people have died from this stuff. So you got your work cut out for you.
All right, I said I'll come back at least once.
Good. I got some homework for you.
Homework.
Yeah, homework. Just relax. I just want you to breathe. That's the homework.
What?
Just breathe. Breathe.
So I think we need to stop using it for a while. Promise, Mom.
You're becoming a downer. Do you realize how lame this sounds?
I promised my mom.
What are you going to do? Not party anymore?
Just want her to let up about the rehab thing. I have to prove to her that I know what I'm doing.
Ugh, seriously? She still wants you to go to rehab?
She does. And she checks my room for dope. Spoons and needles.
What? She invades your privacy? Let's get our own place.
It's easier said than done. I don't even know if I can swing it. I've been waiting until I've had more time in at my job, and it's not like I want student loans for the rest of my life.
We can swing it together. I think it will be so great living together. Come on, let's celebrate.
Val, moving in is a big step. We haven't even known each other a year.
But we love each other.
Loving each other won't be enough. We need to be stable in order for it to work.
We'll work it out. Come on, let's celebrate. Trevor, let's celebrate.
All right. This time.
So how is the therapist or counselor? How'd it go?
He was tough, almost mean. I don't know what I was in for. I didn't know.
Well, then don't go back or find someone else.
Wanted to all like him.
Well, then stick with him.
Oh, no. Same attitude, different bodies.
I think you should give him another shot.
Mm.
So, do you know what you're gonna do with all that stuff you found in Trevor's room?
Oh, not just his room, in the basement, in the garage, everywhere. Got it all together and threw it in the trash.
Ugh. I've never seen stuff like that. Where did he get all of it?
Well, the spoons were mine.
I meant the stuff.
Oh,
Where did he get it?
It's out there. Apparently, you can buy more stuff than you can weeds. It's not as expensive. And you can get all you want.
I thought heroin was over. I mean, I thought everybody knew how deadly it was, and then they wouldn't take it anymore.
It didn't matter then, and it doesn't matter now. I wonder how long it was that Trevor's been using before I found out.
It's hard to tell. I mean, they can function normally for a long time.
Did he think he was getting over on me? And he just wanted to see how long it would take for me to find out what he was doing?
Well, why do you think he would do that to you?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm just pulling at straws. I think, like Dr. Carson says, just breathe.
Well, yes, he is right about that, Deanie. Just breathe.
It's like there's a bear sitting on my shoulder, on my chest. Oh,
Have you had a good cry lately? A good cry can be very cathartic, you know? It's like the causeways open up and all the pain and tears come flowing out. I do it from time to time. I think you need that relief.
I'll cry when this is all over.
What if it lasts for years?
It may not. He may just come to his senses, who knows?
Teeny, he may not. You have to be prepared for this. I know it's hard, but you have to prepare for it.
How do you prepare? I'm trying to prepare for it, but how do you prepare to maybe lose someone that you love? You know, Dr. Carson said people who have addicts in their family suffer from PTSD. And I feel like I've been blown out of the water.
See? Look at you. So handsome. I love you.
You do?
Of course I do.
Really? Why?
I love you unconditionally. I don't need a reason. We take care of each other.
After that last time, I don't know.
We are making a pact. Right now, we will not dwell on the past. That means we are not going to think about the past, and we are most certainly not going to talk about the past. The past is over. What we have is right now. We have each other, and that's all that matters. Come on, Trevor. Pinky swear on our pact.
We're not kids, Val. Don't be silly, okay?
Come on, Trevor. Pinky swear.
I almost lost my job today, Val.
What? Why? I thought they had taken you back without question. And they can't make you tell any medical information if you don't want to divulge it. You have rights.
Valerie, I was stoned. Nodding out stoned.
Just tell them you were sick or had a late night.
Well, today wasn't the first time.
I have something that will make you feel better. Yeah, all about that.
Val, what'd I just say?
You know, maybe I'll stop seeing him.
I think he brings a new perspective.
He brings something, that's for sure. Maybe he's right.
Well, he might be. You know, Trevor is probably still using.
Well, he's working, and I haven't found anything else in the house. And I think maybe I should have pushed him a little bit harder to get out and get his own place.
Do you think that would have helped?
Well, he wouldn't have as much money to buy drugs.
Well, remember, H is cheaper than weed.
What? What did you say, man?
Look, Nadine, you may never know how this is going to turn out. Not to be completely morbid, but be prepared, Deanie. Trevor could die from this.
How can you prepare to lose somebody that you love? How can you prepare to do that? Like I told you, Dr. Carson says people in my position, families of addicts, suffer from PTSD. I'm not ready to lose it. I'm not ready to lose my child.
Deanie, do you believe in God? Just a little.
You know how I feel about that.
Well, it can't hurt. I'll pray for you.
If you think it'll help, go right ahead.
Oh, word. So, have you talked to Trevor lately?
Yeah, but I did the same thing. I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just something that I tried. You know, I can quit.
That's nuts. What's wrong with him?
It's like me banging my head against the wall. I asked him, at least just see a counselor. And he says, I don't need one. So I said, well, do you want to OD again? He just walks out.
Well, at least he's still functioning and still working.
Yeah. I don't want him to die alone out there all by himself and nobody finds him for days. I just can't think of my son rotting somewhere and when they find him, he's just another junkie.
These are things you have to be prepared for.
Oh, God, you sound like Dr. Carson. You know, I don't want to be in my house anymore. I can't help my son. I know he's killing himself little by little, and there's nothing I can do. He won't talk to me. I don't know why. I can't deal with it anymore. I want out. Come on, let's go here. Let's go. I gotta get out of this house. I gotta get out. Okay.
You like?
I feel nice. I can't wait to go to this party. We haven't been out in so long. You look so good. I can't wait to show you off. You're going to have the best time. I'm going to make sure of it. Everybody is going to love you. Ian gives great parties.
So you keep telling me. You party a lot with Ian?
I have to party with someone. You're being such a killjoy lately. I haven't seen you in 3 days. I'm starting to think you don't love me anymore.
How can you say that? Come on up. I love you more than anything. I just honestly thought I'd lost you. Just please, promise me you won't take any more unknown stuff, okay?
You knew what to do. You take care of me, babes.
Valerie, not everybody cares about your best interest. They just watch to see what happens when you try new stuff. And they take advantage of women. And even then, worse stuff can happen. Just please, please, promise me you won't take any more unknown stuff.
Trevor, I'm never going to leave you. I love you. Nothing is going to happen. Come on, babes. Let's party a little.
I'll be right back. Hey, Aunt Maggie. How's it going? What brings you by? Take a seat. Mom's not here. Oh. Did she send you to talk to me? Aunt Maggie. Don't want you to worry. I really am.
I see.
So, she didn't send you. What brings you by?
Trevor, she doesn't know I'm here. I'm here because I love you, Kevin.
And maybe I'll listen. Maggie, I'm fine. I really am. And I love you too.
You don't think it'll kill you, do you? Trevor, this isn't chewing gum. This is dangerous.
So is driving a car, or taking a swim. Hey, even walking down the street could be dangerous. Maggie, I'm fine.
And you can quit whenever you want.
That's the cliche. And I can.
But will you? Why are you doing this to Nadine? You know this doesn't just affect you. Don't you care?
Of course I care. I didn't want her to know, or you either. I honestly thought that I was stopped by now. So, I found something. Something different. I know you call it dangerous, but Aunt Maggie, let me tell you something. And you can take it however you want. Now let me ask you this. What's the most all-consuming, overwhelming feeling that you've ever had or ever experienced? A feeling that makes you weak in the knees. Makes you grin when you think about it.
Well, I don't.
Shh, shh, shh. Something that feels better than any food tastes, or sweet aromas, smells, or euphoric sensation you've ever experienced. A sensation more riveting and more soul-moving than you can ever imagine. And that's what I feel every time I use. It's costly, not money. And I know the price I'm paying is very high, risky even. I know I could lose everything and Mom could lose me. I almost want to say that I don't care, but I haven't gone that far yet. The feeling does get more intense each time I use. That's why it's so hard to let it go. Some like the buzz from booze, they think that's enough, or some like weed, or meth, or coke, or whatever. Well, they can have all that. Valerie? Valerie? Valerie!
What's
Val!
happening?
Val? Valerie!
Okay, so how's it going today, Dee?
Another day in combat. The girlfriend OD'd in my house, no less.
How'd that work out?
Well, they were together, and Trevor worked out her CPR until the ambulance got there.
Did she make it?
Yeah. I really want to say reluctantly, but that wouldn't be nice, so.
That the tone of your voice, you probably feel like if she weren't in the picture, he'd have a better chance at recovery. And, you know, we're human. I know unsavory thoughts tend to cross our minds sometimes.
Who am I kidding? If she dies, he'll find another one just like her. In my opinion, he only had one normal girlfriend, and that was the first one.
Okay.
The older he gets, the crazier they get. I'm telling you, I don't know what he's thinking. It's like going from cigarettes to weed to heroin. But this one, whew, she is by far the deadliest. He doesn't see it, or he doesn't want to.
Sounds like it. So you never told me, was he using before he met her?
I don't know.
So how many pages of the crossword puzzle that I gave you
Oh.
have you done?
Man, I had way too much on my mind for that. Do you know I don't even want to be in my house anymore? I want to change my identity. I don't want to be a mom anymore. I don't want to be Nadine Kane anymore. I don't even want to have a son anymore.
Is that bad?
To have a stupid son that's just pumping heroin in his veins,
Well,
I wish I was a cat.
A
A cat. So I can use my young and nobody would say anything. Yes.
Nadine, come on. You talking about eating cats and all of this? That's a bit much.
That's because I'm going over the edge. I've had it. I've had enough. You need to just reel me back.
Well, I'm
Or
trying.
throw one of them mattresses over so I can go
Okay,
jump on it.
just
Or,
relax.
you know, just push me.
No,
Push me over the
no, I ain't
edge.
gonna do
Just,
that.
yeah, just do that. What the heck? I want out.
Okay,
I
okay, just
want
relax.
out.
Remember, just breathe. That's it. Just breathe, because you're doing too much.
Folks, right now, we're gonna have a 10-minute intermission. Feel free to go outside, have a cigarette, bathroom, whatever you